Alright, so there's an interesting thing about keeping your cool under pressure. Alright, so I'll try and keep this short. So I'm restoring my website and I'm on my platform here and I'm talking to my AI support and there's some technical complications. I'm going in the database for the website. Certain things are not working properly. So I'm slowly making corrections, and this is all because of how the platform, the hosting platform, made the backups. It kind of screwed things up, so I have to be untwisting all the screw ups. So I got to the point now where I realized, all right, I have to delete the database from my website and restore it. And to I go to documents, and when I look here, there is no documents. Documents is missing, totally gone. So I don't know, I just didn't panic. I looked here, like I'm clicking and it's saying, that location no longer exists. And how Windows operates is these folders really can't be moved. No matter what you do, it can't be moved. They're a fixed location for each profile. So, I browse and I go to users and I go into this folder here and I don't see documents. It's there now, but as you can see, it's empty. Right? And I don't see documents, and I go in downloads and I'm searching, and this folder here that says documents is really just it's just a folder called documents. When I download stuff, they're either apps, documents, so it'll be like PDF files and stuff. So just categorize drivers, you know, links, whatever. So I'm like, okay, it's missing. So naturally, I go through some steps, and to be honest, I find some very direct routes. I'm actually enjoying watching this video that's telling me some, I guess, complicated ways for me. Type in directories and so on to find it, and none of them work. And I know what the other ones will be. There we go. Yep, finding bonus. I'm jumping ahead. The bonus, and that means most of half of this video is the bonus, which is some recovery program, right? And recovery programs do work, but in this case, it's a waste of time. Yep, there we go. Whatever, and use command prompt here. I know what to expect, but anyway, as you can see, something's going on here. And even though I found exactly what I want, I'm not even going to meddle. I'm telling you the story. So anyway, oops, shouldn't have gone there yet. So as I said, this is not my documents. This is just some stuff that's downloaded, PDF files and the likes. Alright. So I go back here. As you can see, this is an empty folder. Alright. Now I had my Google Drive. If you notice, it just disappeared because I had closed it. But I had my Google Drive syncing with it, and I had to close it because I had extracted a whole bunch of files to restore my website, and they were syncing to Google Drive. So I just closed it. And I was here saying, Google Drive, it's probably you that screwed everything up. Which I kind of doubt. But stranger things have happened. Oh, it's 3:35 in the morning. 3:35 a.m. This is what you call an all-nighter. So anyway, I was even watching some anime and I had to stop. Right, so empty folder. So for the most part, I was flipping between OneNote, where I have my notes. I even opened my antivirus to see if perhaps it had deleted a folder or something. I'm not even going to bother because I actually found it, but I haven't sorted things out as yet. So anyway, so um, in case any of you guys don't know, if you go into your users folder, C drive users, it shows all your profiles. These ones exist, but they aren't actual profiles. Public, it's, oh boy, I need to go sleep. Public always exists, right? So this is my folder, my profile folder, and what I did is a little trick that I've been doing for years, from the days of Windows XP, which has been a long while. What I tend to do is go user properties. Now I'm going to do it for another folder and show you. Let's see. Let me do this one. Properties, and you have this option here, hidden. Now it's very important not to go here and go here, because what happens is, if you were to, let's say I were to go here and select properties and click hidden and click apply, it would disappear. And let's say you didn't have here, you didn't have this browsing window here, it would just disappear and then you would be screwed, right? So what I tend to do is I go over here, I go browse here, and then I'll click hidden. Now it's important to do it in this way, right? If you notice, this folder has a subfolder, right? So I go, oh, and in fact, it's also important if there are subfolders to collapse it, because what will happen is, if it does hide a bunch of the folders, you need to at least have the shadow, the image, the, I don't know what you'd call it if they're all hidden, but you'll go hidden, apply, okay, okay. Now it's actually hidden. You notice it's not there, but it has this sort of after image, I guess you could call it that. I'm going to right click again, properties, unhide, apply. Now it's always important to have not this one but this one ticked, because when you do that, if there are any invisible, any hidden folders inside that, this original one here, it will unhide it. So let's say there were some invisible files inside here, it would unhide it. If there were some invisible folders inside, it would unhide it. So what I actually did was I went to my profile folder, and naturally, as I said, this wasn't here. In fact, the reason why it showed up was because I did the same process, and when I did the same process, it started to unhide some folders, and somehow this folder was unhidden, but it's empty. Now, I tend to keep a close eye on these types of processes when there are lots of files in the folder. I could have waited until the last minute, but and then what I would have done was I would have browsed every single folder. A couple of times this disappeared, it went behind some of these other things I'm running, and I started browsing thinking, okay, everything's there now. But as you can see, it's still running. And when I actually saw what was on screen, it kind of saved me the effort of going to search, because I could actually see documents. It's actually still running. Somehow documents ended up in favorites. I'm talking the favorites folder that shows all your favorites for Internet Explorer. Somehow it went in there, and it's unhiding it now. Now, I could have browsed earlier, but if it was invisible, if it was hidden, I wouldn't have found anything. Alright? So it's actually unhiding it. So as you can see, properties, I had earlier clicked hidden, doing it in the same way I showed you guys. and it's now unhiding it. 1 hour and something minutes. Oh, that's so screwed up, right? Because this thing has like a huge chunk of information. It has 4 different businesses within the same My Documents folder, and in, well, I closed it. In Google Drive, it has different synchronizations that are syncing each business's folder to a different Google account. So when this is done, I'm actually, and they're actually there. Well, the subfolders anyway. Yeah. Well, there the files are. Yeah. So it's unhiding them. I don't know how these things tend to happen. It's weird because it it's not ransomware because I can, let's see, let's open this thing. There's some code I was sorting out. Okay, there we go. The files are intact. So it's not ransomware. It's not a, well, it could be a virus, but my antivirus is running. Although, when your antivirus doesn't, as I always say to people, when your antivirus doesn't find a virus, that's a bad thing. If it's infected and your antivirus finds it and it says you have a million viruses, that's a good thing because it actually finds it finds your infections, right? So they're all there. I don't know if there's anything hidden that is not visible, but this is unhiding it all, right? It's going through everything. So I'm just going to leave it, let it do its course, and then I will try and retrieve my, well, not try because I know it's there. I'm going to be retrieving, in fact, here are the backups. In fact, boom, boom, yep, here are the backups. I had 2 sets of backups, which one was in this Google Drive, and I had the website and the database from our website in there. Yeah, and the database is just a really teeny weeny file. It's so small, but it's definitely needed. But yeah, and this is happening right in the middle of me trying to sort this thing out, right? And if I refresh, the website doesn't load because I need to to upload the original database and link it back to the website. Yeah, well, this is actually just one of many services I provide to my customers. This is our website. I had to do a renewal, and I had to re-upload backups to the website. And it's interesting because these things tend to happen, but successful people always say failures are when you learn the most. I can tell you, like, this made me learn some stuff about how the back end of my hosting provider operates. It was a valuable lesson. I mean, still haven't solved it, but I know it's going to be solved in a bit. As soon as I upload this thing and correct all the credentials, it's going to work. But it was great. I mean, it's a failure, but a win. And also, if you in fact, I'm going to close this. There should be some other one here. Yeah, this dude saying where your folder went. But the thing is this guy playing or something? No, no, no. I already found it. Well, you know what? I'm actually going to watch these videos because I always find myself, and then it's a short video anyway. I love gaining knowledge. That's the beauty about Astra Service Desk is we're always learning. We're always feeding our brain with knowledge. That's like a company policy. Everybody has to be always learning new skills, right? Um, so even though I've actually solved the problem, my curiosity, and curiosity is very important in this field. As I said, we don't just do websites. Websites is just one of many services provided. So as you can see, document recovery. And this is without me even using one of our restoration tools, which goes in depth into scanning the surface of your disk. Your disk is a circular, even though it's square on the inside. When you go on the inside of that square, or should I say rectangle, because your hard disk would be shaped something like this, and then inside is a disk, or at least a series of disks and little needles touching the head every now and again. It's just kind of hovering over it, you know. And it actually, what this software actually, well, the different types of software will scan the surface of the disk, even if the files have been deleted and recycled, been emptied, or even your hard disk. Oh man, or even your hard disk formatted, it will still scan and recover those documents. That's the beauty about those different pieces of software. But that's not even what I had to do, you know. But yes, we do offer those services: document recovery, PC repair and maintenance, networking tools are very important for us because we have to ensure that networks are maintained. I was trying to, oh, it's not on this laptop. Um, Earlier, I had an issue. My internet service provider is kind of screwed up. Well, one of them, because I have two, and one of them is their modem is changing wireless channels and interfering with another provider. So I made one static, like a static channel, so it doesn't change, and the other one is messing it up, and I used a specific tool. Well, anyway, my point is we use various tools, whether it's in networking to ensure your network is stable, or we'll build you a network or repair your network, you know. um, Let me see. Sometimes I don't even know what I do. These are little tools I use for maintaining um, your system units. Okay, these are all, and that's a networking. Okay, this is a network scanner. Oh yes, and we do virtualization as well. Um, a little bit of document management. I'll pass that on to one of our document managers. You know, we repair and maintain PBX systems. Um, we do social media management, with a bit of audio editing and so on as well, video editing. But I'll pass that on onto one of those other departments. I'm not directly related in that area. The guys who do that are competent enough. They don't need my supervision. um, I'm not even seeing anything else that gives me a clue. But yeah, we do a bunch of stuff. You can check out our website. It's gonna go back up in a bit. I mean, I'm just refreshing just for fun's sake. You know, I really don't want to click on these tabs for you guys to see any sensitive information, but um, I was actually editing a very critical file on the back end of our website to redirect it um, to the database. And what had happened was, because I had to renew our package by doing a new package. That's why I had to do all this uploading. But I learned some stuff in the process, which was great, an invaluable lesson. You know, I will say it would make more, I guess, make me more competent at not just building and maintaining and hosting websites, but repairing your websites and fixing backend issues. You know, yep. It's just learning here. You know, and oh, we do a bit of training as well. Yeah, we do some I.C.T training as well. You know, oh, and CCTV cameras. We do those as well. You know, we'll repair your systems, or we will expand on what you have, or we'll do fresh installations. You know, there's so much we do. Yeah, so when I get this website up and running, I will post this video. By the time this video is posted, the website would have already been backed up, and I will tag in the comments um, the links to where you can get more information on our services and products. Yeah, so now I'm going to go and um, enjoy watching these short videos to see if I can learn anything. That let me see if we, you know, even though sometimes I may not learn from some of these videos, I always put a like to these guys because they are putting in the effort in educating people. Sometimes the layman needs to know how to salvage their data when someone like me may be asleep. You know, recover documents with software. Okay, show hidden folders. Okay, this guy used a more direct approach because how we tackle issues is normally we start to very we'll start very basic and we move our way up. Like this guy does a combination based on the description. Let me see what this guy does. Disappeared folder. That. Oh, he did it based on operating systems. I don't think I understand what that's saying, but this is a little bit more straightforward. However, um, I think the order that it's done, because first thing, recover documents with software. This should always be a last resort because, as I said, it's scanning the disk and it can take hours. If it's going to scan your entire hard disk and your hard disk has a lot of multimedia type stuff, it's going to take hours, possibly days. This is always a last resort. I would have left this for number 5. Run antivirus, I would have probably left it at number 4 because that can be lengthy as well. Restore default location. That guy in one of the previous videos. That's like one of the more direct approaches. Although I'll be honest, it oftentimes doesn't work. Hidden folders, which is what I had done, and as you can see, it's still doing a restoration 45 minutes, right? So this is a more rounded approach. If I could give this person 2 thumbs up, I would, because a lot of people tend to do like command lines, where let's see. I'm not going to play the video. I'm just going to. Oh boy, this guy doesn't even. I guess you have to listen to the audio. I thought there might have been caption there. Let's see. Oh, this seems like it's only one option that's actually. Oh, it's the same hidden folder. Let's see what's going on there. Um, Show hidden folders. But this is doing a general thing for your entire hard drive, and yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. That is going to reveal files and folders that may be sensitive, could open you up to hacking. It's very important to know what you're doing. I was trying to go back to that folder I was at earlier. Oh, I guess I closed it. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, let's get out of here. Don't want to go in the folder while that restoration is going on. Yeah. So, oh, right. So we got a bit distracted there. So back to this guy. Right. So these are some good options, but in the wrong order. Antivirus scans can take quite a long while as well. You know. So it's always best to do it in the right order because our approach at Astra is always to do it in a systematic way and to try the easiest and most straightforward method first, because sometimes it could be a simple cause that allows your issue to occur. It may not be this, it may be something even bigger. It could be no internet for your entire compound. Always start very basic and work your way up to more complex solutions, right? And that way we save you time and you don't lose any money, right? So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I am going to probably just go watch some anime until this is done. 40 minutes, yeah. I could probably press cancel, but guess what? There may be some files in the background that are not unhidden, you know. Right, guys. Oh, and I mean, it may seem a little intuitive, but let me say, at the end of this, I'm going to go in here, favorites. Oh, in fact, before I say that, just to educate you guys, um, when this guy says create new documents folder, I let me see if he says what to do. If it's just to create one and leave it like that, because there is a method I have. Let me see. Let's see. Let us see. I'm going to tell you. If he doesn't say it, I'm going to tell you what to do. Oh, these methods also. Oh, I'm seeing. I'm trying to figure out which one of these it falls on. Oh, create a new document. Hold on, let me go back. Because he did some stuff in the registry. Let me go. Let's back it up. Let's see exactly what he did. I thought I was done, but I want to give you guys something. Okay, come on, guy. Let's see. Come on, come on. Mm-hmm. Come on. Hurry up. Oh, is this an advert? Oh, good. Alright, let's skip ahead a bit because I'm interested in seeing this solution. Okay. I should probably just be patient. But I'm so tired. Oh, okay. Alright, guys, that was not the solution because all he did was to recreate the folder, but guess what? The documents that were in it are totally missing. Alright, there was a solution I would have resorted to if I didn't find this, which is um, I could have created a folder called documents just the same in this particular location. I would have gone to properties and then previous versions. The reason why I go to previous version, there is a thing that runs in Windows. Let me just do this to educate you guys. There's a thing called shadow copy. Let's hope I can find the service. Right? It used to be called volume shadow copy. It was from like Windows 2000 days. Windows 2000. Wow. A lot of person never even used Windows 2000 outside of the office environment, right? So there's a service. Hope it's there so you guys can see for demonstrational purposes. Okay, it's not there. Let me see. VOL volume shadow copy. There we go. All right. It is not running for some reason, but what you could do is ensure it's running and go automatic and go apply and go start, but I won't start it. I need to investigate why it's not running first. Although, no action, interesting. Alright. And then the thing is, I would also want to try restoring it without it running because I've seen anomalies like this where copies are being made when volume shadow copy is not running. But what I would have done was select this and say restore, and it would have restored to one of these dates. Although I do think it's probably running under Windows. Oh crap, did it? Oh, I didn't close it. What's it called again? Yeah, the names keep changing. um, Not there. System restore. I don't even remember what it's called these days. It should be called system restore, but I'm not seeing it. Because what system restore? Oh, what system restore does not affect your documents. It's really your operating system. It does checkpoints at certain points. That's strange. I need to really investigate that. So that's more knowledge for me to learn. But yeah, so you would have clicked restore, and then it would have restored to this date. So today is the 29th. I would have lost all the work that I did between the 27th and the 29th, which is why I do things in a systematic way. This is like company policy, to do it in the systematic way where we restore files or whatever we're doing. We do it in we start with very basic ways and we work our way up to the complex ways. Right. This says 50 minutes, but I know it's going to be less than that. You see that star? We shine bright. Alright, I should have. That's a little bit corny. Alright, but anyway, I need to stop doing this video. I don't want people to think I'm crazy in here talking to myself. Alright guys, so this was not meant to be a video, to be honest. I just had this problem and I thought, let me capture this as a video and share it with you guys, because I'm always having ideas for content in my notes. There are so many ideas to create content that will be useful to you, but between doing the work and doing the content, it's tricky. So I thought I would reward you with a problem I'm facing. Did it go? Oh, it's still at 50. But anyway, right. So, oh, and as I did say, so if I didn't restore this to the previous state, what I will do, which I am going to do, is go in here. I'm going to select all the files in here. I'm going to select cut. Then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to paste it in here. Oh, and there's one more thing that I did not show you guys. Although I did say it. This thing backs up to Google Drive. So all I would have done is gone into my drive, and I would not have lost any documents because as I said, I was working on the database, working on the website, restoring the database and the website. I would have just gone in here. Here are all my files. I would have just gone there. And oh yeah, and we do artificial intelligence as well. More on the productivity side, because persons do seek out AI tools for like video and audio editing. Because people are inherently lazy, but we do it for businesses to improve your productivity. It's stuff we use, and we push these things for the improvement of your company. Right. So we'd go in this folder here, and then we would find the files that are needed. Yeah. So so that would have been another way, but I would have had to download all these files, and it would take a shorter time to just do it this way because it's already on the hard drive, right? And then that way, if there were any glitches with Google Drive at any point, I haven't opened it back, but it's installed. So at the end of all of this, I'm going to click back on Google Drive, And as I said, the reason why I closed it was because it was backing up some extracted files that were being uploaded. I had extracted them to upload them back. So that would have also been another way of restoring my documents. There's so many ways. We prepare for everything. And the thing is, this is not even really our hardcore backup. There are also, because this is like standard with your average free Google Drive. If you pay for Google Workspace, you get even more storage and better service. But we also have backups to Mega. We use Mega as well. Super fast server. One of many servers that we use. Um, and oh well, it's not here. We use a Media Fire as well. Another good quality reliable server. But that's for another day and another video. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I have no clue what length this video is. As I said, I'll put any details in the description. So in fact, just to, yeah, there we go. Right, just to let you guys have a little bit more confidence. We're gonna um see. Did I go? Anyway. Let me get out of here. Yeah. There's some database file. I'm gonna go, and I wish you a good day, or good night, or good morning. It is 4:07 a.m. and I'm out of here.